Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brad here. I'll be bringing you along with us today while we haul some manure out. Okay, we had a little bit of trouble getting the spreaders broke loose, but he just moved them with the skid loader a little bit and they broke loose and then they were able to turn. So Dad's getting us loaded up here. The Pick-Right 500 bushel spreader. This is probably the best spreader you can get right here.
Don't walk over and open their gates. We'll have to get back out.
Okay. We gotta go over here behind that tank, open a gate up. But anyways, really like this spreader, so I would highly recommend one. Well, we might get the gate open. There we go. This is another two-hand job. Go. There. This needs to be hooked on the bottom because it's right in the way. Well, maybe may not be coming unhooked at all. There. Now, if we hook this right there, then that'll be a lot better. Okay. Watch out so we don't get shocked by the fence. Oh, like that. Yeah, I can't raise it all the way up, so anyways. Alright. Well, let's see if he's got us loaded yet. Got the 4840 and the Pick-Right 500. Got another gate. Okay, we're out here to the field. So the first thing we're going to do is take our PTO and kick that on. Alright, that should kick our beaters on, and they were running earlier, so should be good there. Next thing is, this is going to require a little bit more than one hand. Well, first we need to speed it up, so we're going to run about 2,000 RPM because we want to make sure that we do not plug this thing up, because if you get a big wad of hay, it will plug up the spreaders back there and then you'll have a lot of trouble. But it seems like if you keep your RPMs up, you don't really have any trouble with that. So next thing is we need to open our gate, which is going to be SCV number 1. Go ahead and get it in gear here. 3 for now. Alright, and then we're going to put number 2 on, and that kicks on our apron. So now it should be pushing the manure out the back, and it'll start spreading any second here. Now we got a ditch though. Don't really like taking the spreader through that, but there's not much of a way around. Okay, now we should be good. Let's bump this up a little bit. I think we're going to spread in 5th gear, because this has cover crop out here, and as this will be no-tilled, so we don't want to get it on here too thick. Alright, if you can see back there, it's spreading it out pretty good. So that's the one downfall of this spreader, is you can't see perfectly back there, but once you get the hang of it, you can pretty well figure out what you're spreading back there. Alright, doing a really good job. I like the speed here. Whenever we were spreading earlier this week out in front of the farm, we did it a little bit thicker than this. I ran in 4th gear rather than 5th, so we got a little bit more on, but we're also going to be doing some tillage out there. But this is just going to be no-till, so we want to be able to make sure it's easy to plant through. Alright, it's pushing right out the back. This is actually a chain drive spreader. Pick-Right also makes some hydro push spreaders, which actually work pretty good as well, but we just like this chain drive on here. It's a lot less tongue length, so you don't have that long tongue out there behind you whenever you're trying to turn around and do stuff in tight areas. Alright, we're just going to kind of make a loop here, get turned around. It's doing a perfect job. loads done. We started over there at the woods working our way this way. So making some good progress. Probably got 2 or 3 more loads to go. When Dad was loading, we just heard a big bang, but he didn't hit anything. So I got out and looked, but we don't really know what it was. But I think it was a big frozen chunk of manure or something, because there's one that just came flying off that side right there. So I think that's what it was. It just hit the bottom of the spreader, made a big bang, but we thought there was a rock in there or something, which it very well could be a rock. But this thing doesn't really have any trouble throwing anything like that out the back. I think I just threw out like 2 pieces of gate tube out there in the field, but I see them, I know where they're at, so we'll go back and pick them up here in a little bit. So this thing definitely does not have any trouble throwing stuff out the back. All right, this could very well be the last load here, so he's going to try to get that all on there. I don't know if you can see there, but hopefully we can get that all on there. Then we don't have to make another trip. But well, we didn't quite get it all on this load, so we'll have to come back for a little bit more. But anyways, there's the counts. We got them locked back, so that way we don't have to worry about opening and shutting gates. So yeah, we got a load, but not quite enough room for all of it. All right, well, there's what we got to come back for. Just a little bit of pile there in the corner. All right, that's the last load. Cody and Krista are out here. They're gonna clean the spreader off. We got a couple shovels, and then I'll turn the oiler on and we'll try to oil the chain a little bit. All right, we got most of the way cleaned off. Got to do a little bit more. I wanted to turn around so we weren't getting all the stuff blown back in our face. There's some stuff up underneath there we got to get blown out or shoveled out. But anyways, I'll show you the little oiling system on here. So once you get it cleaned out, you can flip these 2 valves on, and it'll actually put out oil in these lines. You just put some used motor oil in there, or some whatever kind of oil you want to, and it'll oil your chain. So I just ran it, let it run all the way around, and then it oiled the links on the chain there, as you can see. So works pretty good for keeping your chain free. They're shutting the gates now, so yeah, we got it cleaned out most of the way. So I can't go any faster. Alright guys, a couple days later, back here at the shop working today. Oh wow, there's a dust cloud. Make sure all the doors are shut. They're loading up some corn, I think. Anyways, we're here working on the 7930, so I went through and did a full service on this tractor. Did basically any service that needed to be done. So right now I've been cleaning. This is the baler tractor. This runs a round baler. And as you can see, it picks up a lot of loose debris. So this entire space in here was all full of that, all over the ground. And then up on top there, it's all full. And then underneath this shield was full as well. So I took that all off, and I got the compressed air and I blew it all out. So we should be ready to wash. I washed a little bit on the front, but then I realized that there was more back there than I thought. So I did that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this washed, and then we'll be good to go on this one. All right, I use this, I'll show you what it is here in a minute, but I mean, look, this Griot's Garage ceramic wash and coat. I mean, look at just how the water is just beating up on here. I mean, I did not put a wax on this or anything. I just, you saw me there, I used the foam gun that halfway works and put this on here. I mean, look at that. The water's all just beaded up. So, works pretty good just for putting it in with the foamer. I mean, I did not. This tractor hasn't been waxed, so I don't know. I mean, that stuff works great for what it is. Here it is right here. Ceramic wash and coat. Right there. I think you can get it on like Amazon or something if you're interested. But anyways, I screwed up the foam gun because I dropped it. So that's helpful. But it doesn't even work on this pressure washer anyways because this washer has too much pressure, I think. Or something. There's something that doesn't match up with it. Anyways, it doesn't work, so it kind of like halfway works. So anyways, we're gonna go move some equipment around now. Here we go. We'll have to come back and wash the windows because I know they'll be streaked up pretty good, but other than that, it should be pretty well done. Now somebody's calling me. Hello. All right, got a couple things come in from Acme Tools, so we're gonna get this put up, but I had a big order, but there's like stuff that's like slowly coming in. But we're gonna go ahead and put this in my service truck here. These are these bolt biters from Gear Wrench. I don't know if they're any good. I've heard good things about them, so I got a set of them. We'll try them out. It never hurts to have them. So, and then I got my little die grinder to put in here. So, I have the little Milwaukee one. Actually, I think it's on the other side. The Milwaukee die grinder like this, but the problem with it is it seems like it's great for doing the buffing and things like that, but whenever it comes to using a cutoff wheel, it is not great because it won't bog down. It just shuts down. So I can show you here, but instead of like bogging down and cutting something, it just, instead of bogging down and cutting it, it just shuts down. So it works great for like a buffing pad like that. Works great for that. But whenever you try to put the cutting wheel on there or the reamer bits, it just doesn't really do a great job. It just kind of shuts down. So I got this air one. We got the air compressor and everything on here, so that should work fine. That way we have a good die grinder.